Let's talk about bomber jackets. Wide in the body, oversized in the arms, short in the torso. We all know what bomber jackets look like. But why do they look like that? Like, what has this got to do with flying a plane? So bomber jackets were first developed in World War I for high-flying pilots. And the higher you go, the colder it gets. When we fly in planes, it's not very cold because there's insulation in a modern airplane. In World War II, minimal insulation. In World War I, no roof. And back then, there's no synthetic materials. There's no polyester fill. So we're talking about heavy leather, sheepskin, wool. Instead of insulating the plane, they insulate the pilot. And that gives you a problem because as a pilot who's flying for their life, you need mobility, you need agility to fly a plane. So this is a modern track jacket. It gives you mobility because of a synthetic stretchy fabric. And also it's constructed with a raglan sleeve, which gives you a lot of mobility in the arm. But in the 1940s, they need to solve that same problem. So they figure out by widening the body and by making the arms oversized, you get a lot of movement within the jacket. And the bomber jackets are short so that it's comfortable sitting down for long periods of time. And that helps with mobility. And as World War II stretches on, you get different variants of the jacket. Like design principles from hunting jackets start getting incorporated. There's this really special construction called an action back or a bi-swing. And that's a pleat in the shoulder that gives you extra movement. It's really ideal for outstretched arms. So those functional demands of being a pilot give you the shape that we see now as being aesthetic. So right now, we're just a small studio. We can't afford leather jacket development. It's not so much about bomber jackets, it's about bomber jacket thinking. So in the track jacket that we're developing for next year, instead of a raglan sleeve, which is very sports coded, what if we use an action back? Would that make for kind of an intriguing design? Like similarly, when we develop a light jacket for spring, how do we give a casual jacket the same mobility, the same functionality as a sports jacket? Like we can take silhouettes, we can take designs from historical bombers. And like instead of leather, instead of fleece, we look to bombers that were flown in the tropics, in the Pacific theater. But by the time we're ready, we would have applied this bomber jacket thinking in 7 other designs, and I think we'll be ready.